on the on-demand in terms of any issues that arise in your environment. In the infrastructure, you can break it down into each subsection, right? So basically, it'll show you all the different the load times, application, how long it took for the content to download, how long it took for the initial connection. You can really pinpoint which back-end connection and where that delay is being caused.
What seems to me so exciting about Keynote is that we can profile different elements of the different, how quickly different parts of the page loads, whether we're going to have problems with the images. And because we'll be looking to have our product all over the world, it's really interesting for us to be able to look at the speed tests that you can do from San Francisco, from London, from Paris, because we've got a data center in London and one in LA. So, it'll help us work out where we need more data centers.
The ability to see things worldwide is really good. The ability to do repeatable scripts, so that's a very popular thing where people want the ability to do automation and get that back. Obviously, it's very pretty compared to a lot of performance tools. This one is definitely great because it's something that we can also recommend to external people and say, hey, this is a tool that you can go out and you can check it out and see if it meets your needs. We've done a ton of development tools, and a lot of them are around performance, but not network performance. And what you're getting out of this very often is things around network performance. And so it's a great thing where people can get started. But the thing that's really cool about this for me is that you have the worldwide aspect to it. And then obviously the Keynote name too. I mean, when I heard that this was free from Keynote, it was much more interesting.
Download these two elements.
Right, you can see the stop.
Yeah. There is a gap here as well.
Yeah.
Don't say you have a...
Yeah, so these types of gaps and analyzing what's actually happening there is a big part of what I'm interested in doing.
So how would you go about analyzing it? Now we know that,
I'm a performance engineer with the Web 2.0 company. We're moving into a SaaS world from on-premise model. I believe that there's a lot of early adapters to the SaaS model have a very limited visibility into their infrastructure once they go onto the cloud. I believe Keynote or this kind of a performance monitoring tools from external vendor will give us that visibility and insight as to how our service is doing on the cloud and being able to address some of the issues going forward. Real-time statistics that Keynote gathers probably will give us information as to how we can improve our operations and how we can improve that in development cycles.
The product itself, I think, is quite compelling, and I think we can use it quite a bit in our role right now. We're looking for a way to measure our website performance, make sure everything is up and running, and have a fair amount of alerts with it that'll give us some meaningful feedback. Well, I think the interface itself is quite compelling. It looks really good. It seems to work quite well. And the performance on it seems to be quite good from what I've seen so far. Well, we're in the middle of evaluating a couple of products that were like this right now. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this is exactly what we're looking for. So I had to send it to my team and say, guys, give this a look and see if you can get it working.
So we're a software as a service company, and we have customers throughout the world. And seeing KITE this morning was really exciting because I think especially the distributed testing, giving us inside of the application, would really help us, especially we have customers in some part of the world that are complaining about the application being slow. And so far we have not been really able to tell why is it only slow for these customers. And they say that every other side is fast. And so being able to get more inside information that would really help us pinpoint of what's going on would be really useful. And I think KITE might be able to be a tool to do that.
I can see it being applied for our QA team. We like to set up a performance testing environment and get detailed data from them. Where we've had regressions in performance when we do releases, because we do a fairly frequent release cycle. It's not the kind of thing we can have our developers doing all the time. To use it in production, it can be extremely useful. You'd be able to drill down and find individual requests that were slow. And so what had caught my attention was specifically a demo of iGoogle, and it showed a sequence of requests broken down over the page load and being able to drill down in very detailed timing data. What started when and when it finished, how long it took. That really caught my eye because that's the area where we see huge gaps in tool coverage.
I think especially at the moment where our business is growing and we got to restructure our servers and see the international business about getting over the transatlantic and moving data quickly, we can improve our see what really affects our service. And I think it's very easy to use.
I'm a performance manager, and I just saw the KITE demo. One of the big challenges we have is with third-party domains and managing the SLAs for their performance. In the demo, we were able to group by domain, and we were also able to kind of sort by the connection, so you could actually see, the objects that were being downloaded per domain, how long they took to download, their size, and all that performance data you would need to kind of make decisions as a performance manager. To me, it's very similar to Firebug, but it has a lot more capabilities. The way you can slice and dice the data is a lot more expansive.
Yes, they did. They sure did.